Hi, greetings. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Autumn Equinox Mediumship. And if you're watching this as a video, don't go away yet. Your loved ones may still come through, even though you're not on live, because they work. I shouldn't say they work, but they are of a dimension that is independent of time and space. So, what we're going to do basically is I'm going to receive messages from the other side and deliver them to you. And we do this 8 times a year in celebration of the Celtic Sabbats. We're coming up on Mabon, or the autumn equinox, in a couple of days. So anyway, I'm just going to, give the live people a few minutes to get their notifications. So I'll say hi to the people that are on already, and usually takes a minute or two. So who's here? Marissa and MT and Mr. Floyd and Laura B. Welcome, and hi Millie, hi Yvonne, hi Doreen of and it's thank you for reminding us. Happy International Peace Day and International Yoga Day. Thank you so much. Hi Millie, and hi Joanne. Welcome, and Judy and Dana and Horses Triggers Hope. Thank you, Lisa, and hi Michael. Looks like you were the first one on today. And we have Angela and Sean's in, and Roseanne's in, and Lynn Marie, welcome, and Donna Murphy, and Love wins. Yes, love does win. Welcome, Manic Mama, and Haya Alashia, and Marissa, and MT, and Marcia. And if I'm forgetting anybody, and if we just popped into the number 33 here, so that's a good sign. So I've got my tea. So in a minute, oh, by the way, if you're wondering like why the camera looks a little bit off, it's because my camera app's just not working. So I'm having to use the crappy built-in camera on these MacBook Airs. So that's why the picture, I mean, it's not terrible. I look darker. The image isn't that bad, anyways. Yeah, man, I'm kind of growing on me, especially if I can't use my camera app anymore. I guess that's a good thing. Hey, Rose. Hey, Linda. Uh, and yeah, yes. Thank you for reminding me. It's not going to happen, but should I disappear, it means that my internet crashed. It does that here in the mountains, and it takes 5 to 10 minutes for me to, for the internet to reboot. So if that happened, don't go anywhere. But it's not going to happen. The spirits are with us today, and it's all good. It's all good. So I see a few people have found us, and more will. And hi, Bonnie Owen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Chris. So it's somebody's birthday in the spirit world. I'm going to explain I was going to say it's somebody's birthday, and then somebody just wrote happy birthday. I don't know if that was for me, but that's coming up on Sunday. So anyway, 65 looks good. Yeah, yes, and 65's, it looks good, in this lighting anyway. We'll kind of leave it at that. Yeah, we have a strong, beautiful connection tonight. That means, it's independent on our connection to the spirit world, but it means we'll have a very strong connection to the spirit world. So again, you guys watching this as a video, I forgot to mention in the beginning that I'll timestamp when I actually start the readings. But anyway, it'll be in the pinned comments, so you'll all get to see that. And Joanne saying that's young. All right. I feel young. So hi from Happy Equinox from San Diego. So let me jump into a couple of coming events here. Firstly, we just uploaded a video today at 5:30. Some of you may have okay, well, happy birthday to your dad, Michael. Some of you may have seen the video already, but it's the my psychic forecast from channeled information and automatic writing from the master teachers, which is the name that I give the group or the beings that I work with in my channeling work. So we did it's like a 25-minute video. It's kind of like a live video, but I did it as an upload. So all the predictions, how to prepare for the autumn, some messages through automatic writing, all there. So that's on the channel now. So if this will all be pinned in the comments also. But it's there for you guys to check out. Now, we have a couple of fall events coming up also. Hey, Robin from Chicago. I'm visiting Pittsburgh. Hi. So I have let's see, the two events. So tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, the reason I'm looking up is usually my camera's up here, and I have to say, "Oh, no, we don't have a camera today. I have to look over here, right there," right? Um, I'm in a good mood, despite all the tech stuff. I'm still in a good mood. Hi, Richard Coops, Chili Whack, and uh, I'm sorry. That's right. The 15th. Oh, I'm sorry, Michael. Okay. Well, we'll see who comes through. I can't control who comes through, obviously. And I'll talk about that in a minute. So, two fall equinox events. Tomorrow night at 8 will be the channeling with the master teacher. So, we'll do a transmission to prepare us for the autumn equinox. The energies are really shifting. But the special announcement, and I'm 90 to 95% sure this is going to happen, but if it does, Saturday morning, 11 o'clock Eastern time, we're going to have Elaine Malloy back, and you may have seen one of her interviews here on the channel. She's going to be on Emerald Isle in Ireland, and she's going to do a transmission for us for the autumn equinox. It's going to be really literally just hours after the exact moment of the equinox. So we're going to have Elaine do a transmission Saturday at 11. So that's two really cool events that are coming up. Oh, hi from BC, 75 miles from Vancouver. Maybe you know about the Spiritualist Church in Victoria then. What are their names? James and I forgot his partner's name. Simon? Anyway, they're brilliant mediums, and they have a spiritualist church in Victoria for the anybody else that's in BC. And I'm glad you made it also, Donna. So let's talk about mediumship, and let's start to do some messages. And so the way this works, so the way that this works is, this really, in a way tests my abilities, because I have to be, to be a medium. What I do is I open my heart, I open my mind, I ask spirit to come through. My guides work with me, and those on the other side will give me information. We try to be specific. Now, right now, there's 52 people on. There may be more as we go on. So there's a lot of people on. So basically, I'll ask them to give me like 3 or 4 bits of evidence, and hopefully it'll only go to one person, but it may go to several, but whatever the case may be. And then those of you, anybody that can take most or all that I'm saying, let me know, and we'll get more information, and we'll get your message for you. Now, anybody can come through. I don't have control over that, so I cannot acknowledge requests for people that are asking what's my mom saying on the live chat, or what's so-and-so saying, or can you connect with my mom? Firstly, it's not fair to do that when there's a lot of people, but secondly, I just can't do it that way. And I can only open and let them come through. So as they come through, sometimes I'll get names, sometimes it's initials. Names could be who they are, who they're with, or who in the living's important. So be mindful of that. Sometimes I get descriptions of what they look like, personality traits, what they pass from, their hobbies, what they like to do, birthdays. It's evidential mediumship. That's what we call it, because we like to bring through a lot of evidence to prove the existence of the afterlife and to prove that nobody really dies. So the thing that we call death is just a transition to another level of existence. And the two worlds are not only connected, they overlap. So the spirit world, exists within the physical world. It's just in a different frequency that we can't see, just like we can't hear dog whistles, or we can't see ultraviolet light. We can't, through our normal earthly senses, perceive the other realities. But if we attune to spirit, then we start to open up to it. So basically, I kind of raise my vibration. They need to kind of lower theirs a little bit, and then we meet in the middle, hence medium. And that's basically how that works. So again, doing this on YouTube is an art form in and of itself, because on one hand, I've got to you'll be open and receptive. But on the other hand, I've got to be aware of your comments. So I kind of go back and forth. So again, as I'm getting the information. Oh, by the way, anybody that died can come through. So it doesn't matter if they passed yesterday or they passed 100 years ago, they can come through. But there are guidelines, and usually people that have passed on, like they're very strong for a couple of days. 3 days, maybe longer, which is why Jewish people said Shiva, because they believe the spirits haven't crossed over yet. And there's some truth to that. So before they actually leave the earth plane, even though their physical bodies have died, they can be very strong. And then there's a period where they're acclimating to the spirit world, and they may not come through for a while, and then they come through from the other side, not being like earth, not earthbound, but earth connected. And then usually, spirits that are more than 30 or 40 years, they don't come through as much. Maybe some of them reincarnate. I don't know exactly how they work, but these are just guidelines. Anybody come through. I had a session where somebody came in, and her ex husband's family all came through in her reading. And I just not laughed at her, laughed with her, said, well, tell your ex-husband that he owes you money for this reading, basically. So anybody can come through, neighbors, pets, anybody can come through. And again, it's my job to be open, to be receptive, and to just bring the information through. And once I know who I'm with, I'll see what messages I get, and we'll work from there. Anyway, hi Chris, hi MDR, and thank you for that. All right. And White Moon saying, I can't figure a live chat, but White Moon readings, but you did, because you're on live chat. So you just did figure it out. By the way, if you're not registered to YouTube, you can't use the live chat. You don't have to be subscribed to this channel, but you do have to be registered with YouTube. And if you already, have a Google account, it's just a couple of clicks, and you can do that. And every now and then, there's usually at least one contact that's not taken, and that could be somebody that's not on the live stream, that's their contact. And that's happened before. And then I got an email the next day saying, that was my contact, but I couldn't get on the live chat. So if I'm getting things and nobody's taking, I'll just move on to the next person. No worries. Hi, Diana. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for being here. And whether you're new or old like me, thank you. And Tiffany said pets. I perked up. Yeah, pets can come through. And I think that's basically it. It's basically it. So I don't need my glasses right now. I'm gonna see if I may have to put them on to see what you're saying. Yeah, right now, if I sit back a little bit, I can see the screen. All right, so I love having new people. Thank you. And by the way, since there's new people, the Medium channel is a community. We recognize that we're in a challenging but amazing time right now, where so many people are awakening. So when I got the message from Spirit, and on the first day of 2020, I might add, to start a YouTube channel, after I told them, you're crazy if you ever see me on camera, I stepped up, and I did some reprogramming. But anyway, I don't want to get too deep into my own stories tonight. But the point being is that this channel was created to help people that are awakening, and more people are. And again, we had an upload that just came out at 5:30. So it's on the channel about the predictions for the autumn. It's a doozy. So I encourage everybody to check that out. It'll be on the pinned comments. And the other thing I wanted to mention, if you guys want to develop as a medium yourself, I'm going to be starting a 5-part 10-hour course. It's a certification course on basic to intermediate mediumship, trance mediumship, or channeling and healing. So that's going to be starting a week from today. Next Thursday it starts on the 28th. So anyway, I'm going to do a little prayer, and we're going to jump into some amazing message work. So, dear Mother, Father, God, we thank you for your presence, and we open our hearts and minds and our spirits to the spirit world. And we ask that we are safe and protected always, and that we are able to make amazing connections for those that really need the connections today in this time that we have together. And we thank you. Amen. Namaste. Shalom. Aloha. By the way, mention if you want to get a private reading. My email is info@atombetweentheworlds.com, and the website is atombetweentheworlds.com. If you want to get a private reading, mention Fall Equinox Mediumship, and we will give you 10% off. Okay, so where am I going? Where am I going? So there's a dog that's meeting me right now. I have to say, this dog, it kind of looks like a fox terrier, like those kind of colors, kind of white with some darker colors, not too big, a little bit wiry. I know connected to this, there's a human energy, and I believe the name William or Wilma is connected to this person, I want to say. They show me the image of somebody very, very strong. They show me the date 3, then 19. So I believe March 19th is going to be very important, whoever this goes. It may be the person's birthday or passing day or an important date in the family. I know somebody passed recently, so there's a male figure that's with me right now, that's connected to this dog, or this dog is yours. And there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm going to talk for a minute and see if anybody's taking this. I don't know if they're trying to say the dog would bark at the mailman, or somebody's a postal carrier that's relevant in this connection, but I'm seeing the mailman in my mind, I want to say. I know the person that I'm with, he's kind of a happy person. I don't feel like he's that old. He may have been more around 60-ish, I want to say. I know that there's chest issues, hard chest-related issues with this person. And I know that he wants to get through. He's got, as he shows himself to me, he's got more of a slighter build, I want to say. So, and he's not too big and tall, just very nice. You're not the loudest person. I feel like this may be a father. And again, the name could be William, or a W name, maybe who he is, who he's with, or who's here in the living. But I'm also seeing like a little lifesaver, almost like this may relate to being in the Navy, or having an experience with the Navy, or maybe being a lifeguard. But I think that's what they're trying to show me. I may put my glasses back on. So it doesn't look like anybody's got this one yet. Well, thank you, Diane. Thank you, Susan, for recommending that. Bonnie Owen saying yes, meaning that you recognize who I'm with. I hope so. Hope this makes sense. Oh, thanks for Stephanie for sharing this on Facebook. Bonnie, your dad? Okay, dad was William. So Joanne, this may be for you also, although I think with 60 people, there's a few dads named William. So I need you to take more than just the name with that. But and there's Michael taking that also. Michael. And William's my dad, dog black and white, Lasso. He fed her all the time, treats William, my dad, no 319 or lifesaver, though. Yeah, I'm looking for that date. Now, when I get a specific date, it could be the 18th, 19th, or 20th. Again, that could be a birthday or an anniversary. Lost the dog a few days ago. I feel a little bit more drawn to Bonnie, so I don't know if you can take most of this information, but the people that had the Williams kind of listen up. So let me see if I can get a little bit more information. Now as I'm talking, I'm getting this image of like having like cabinets that have like records in it, and papers and folders. It's not too well kept, and it's right under the TV set, I have to say also. So this may be, his way of coming into your house and kind of showing me something there. It looks like it's something that rolls out in wheels, and it's got like 2 levels, and you can kind of stick things in there, I want to say. Maybe it's, about cleaning it up, I want to say also. And Beth, listen, especially if your uncle was William, and a postmaster also in the service, that could be that also. So I may be coming with 2 people, but Bonnie's saying yes. So I think you're understanding what I'm saying. So I just feel like he's just sending a lot of love and letting you know that I love you. And I'm hopefully that you're able to take the description, the birthday, and all that good stuff. I can't tell, but I feel like this is all important. And I feel like I get this image of firstly of you having to make some difficult decisions in regards to money, legalities, or stuff like that. So it may have to do with changing something with an estate or a property or something like that. The word taxes comes up in my mind. So I feel like this may be somebody that's good with that, or is able to help you with that, I want to say. And I feel like there's a lot of prayers going out also. All right. Oh, yeah. With that person that I feel like he's with his mom, or there's a mother figure also, a strong lady, I want to say, as well. And I may be starting to switch, but it feels like there's a name like Isabel, or something that sounds like that. It just kind of popped up. Um, so interesting. Um, so that could be there. And this could be here. I have a grandfather with the storage unit. I was just talking about this is something with his will, but not the name William, but that could be in the living also. Um, and hello, Carmen Sita. So but I feel like Bonnie's the main person. Now I didn't explain, we especially in groups like this, we get what's called piggybacking, or in other words, um, multiple spirits that have similar information can come through. So even if I'm not talking directly to you, if you are able to understand the information and the messages, you can take that also. I want to say. So hi, Janae. All right. So lots of love from Father for Bonnie. So I'm gonna maybe move on to wherever I'm supposed to go next. Named Bell. Okay, Bell. Yeah, yes. So I think we are getting an overlap. That's what I heard first, Bell, and then Isabel. So the name daughter Isabel. Yep, a lot of overlap. So Bonnie's saying that feels right, and Stephanie definitely has this. The French, um, as in beautiful. Bell is beautiful. I think Isabella, I think that's first beauty in Italian, but I might be mistaken. Um, and don't mind Casey. They're friends, so that's not a negative comment. Just to be clear about that. Hi, Seamus. Thank you. So and I think your person had Stephanie had a really good sense of humor also. And I don't know if you're doing writing, but I feel like you have spirits that are helping you writing. A lot of angelic presences around you. As soon as I tune into your energy, I'm seeing angels. I'm seeing sprites. I'm seeing like birds in my mind. Like I think somebody had like birds in a cage that's connected to your spirit, or connected to you. They have these like little rings that the bird sits in, and then they show me a lot of Egyptian symbols. That may somehow connect, yeah, with you and your spirits also. But I feel like you're getting a lot of help with your writing right now. So hopefully that makes sense. Um, I mean, I don't know if you're doing any writing, but the spirits seem to think that you are. Yes, tons of overlapping writings, wings, angels. Yes, yes, yes. Very good, very good. So, and thank you for that also. So, they're with you, and I do feel like your intuition is getting stronger. So definitely trust that. I want to say also, and building a lot of a lot, and Bonnie can take a lot of this also. So I feel like again that Bonnie, your dad and grandma are here also, and are there as well. All right. So So the name Donna comes right in. Donna can be in the living. I know there's a couple Donnas on the live stream. Donna can be in the spirit world. So let me see who I'm getting. I know there's a female figure with me. And this is somebody that had a lot of allergies, because I'm feeling my throat and my nose as this person comes in. So I know there's a lot of allergies. You have something with autumn. Maybe it's like hay fever, like pollen allergies, but I know there's a lot of allergies. Oh, and the name Susan comes in very strong. So I think those two names are going to be, wherever I'm going, that those two names are going to be important. Now, this may be for the person in the living that this goes to, but they show me like exercise equipment and doing, you're getting into exercise or getting back into exercise. I want to say also, I feel like they, who's ever coming through and whoever this is, who this is with, they're talking about, a lot of falling outs right now. That there's a lot of you're shifting of friendships and family members and stuff like that, and there's likely to be a new baby. Yeah, unless there already is a new baby, but I mean, shown a baby, and I also feel like the name Chris is going to come into this connection. So we're not, I think we're on a new connection, unless it's a continuation of the old one. And Millie's saying me live. Okay. Hand illustrated postcard. Oh, I love it. Thank you. Thank you for that also. You're oh, I see. You're going through the allergies. Okay. Well, hopefully some of this other stuff makes sense. Let me just, I need a minute to tune in. So nobody in my prior connection got that 319, huh? Because nobody owned that. I think that might be with the original person. But anyway, let me let that go. Daily doing weights and walking. Allergies, yes. And Lauren's saying that I'm close with it, Chris. All right, so let me get some more information. There was like what Don, it could be Don, but I think Donna or Don, Susan and Chris would all come in the same connection. And let me see some more. So funny, I'm seeing things like Fruit Loops and the other, what's that? The Tuscan Sam, or I forgot. The fruit, the cereal Fruit Loops. I want to say, unless they're calling me Fruit Loops, I don't know, but I want to get more in with this. So Chris, I think he's in the spear world again. I think the even though Stephanie's doing her Planet Fitness, I think this is really going into the living, and whether that's Millie or Lauren or somebody that you may be you're starting to do that, or that may be a suggestion to do that, I want to say as well. So this may still be your people, that your people are still with me. I'm gonna say also, and Laura's saying to Sam Fruit Loops. Thank you. Yes. So to die this week with and work out to improve health. So this may be yours. So far, I think, Lauren, you're taking the most of this. Now, again, I don't know, but Susan, maybe Suzanne, that's important where I'm going. That name came through really, really strong. And I think that this is all in the same energy. Now, I don't know if you have like, looking at Lauren or who I'm with, if you have like a partner that passed on or a good friend, but I feel like there's a male figure that's more in your age and more on that level. I want to say, maybe a little older because he brings his energy up a tad, but I feel like he's on your level. Now he's showing me images that suggest that you're somewhat of a trailblazer in life, or you're getting ready to start a new adventure. And I'm seeing like a stagecoach. So that's kind of like a personal symbol to validate that, or to represent that. And I feel like they talk about you're just starting in life, starting over in life, and congratulations. You've had some pretty significant breakthroughs lately, I want to say also. I think this is for Lauren, but for whoever this is for, and keep going, that you're starting to walk the right path now, I want to say. And I don't know if this person had like a massive heart attack, but I'm feeling my chest a lot with that as well. And I feel like as soon as he crossed over, he got messages through, I want to say. I feel like there's another dog reference in this connection also, but this is a different kind of dog, more like a lightish brownish, tannish beigeish colored dog that's with me as well. And Lauren saying it's your dad. Okay, so my mistake that if I'm calling him more of a partner, but sometimes errors are not errors; they're messages. And to me, this error would tell me that your dad steps through more like your friend than your father. I want to say, suggesting from the other side that he recognized you had that kind of a friendship. Also, I want to say, and the spirits definitely do piggyback, especially when there's 60 people on, and they use economy emotion. They want to get messages or hellos out to a lot of different people. So um, yeah, but this would have been a massive heart attack, and yeah, he would have been, yeah, like I said, I was saying around 60. Okay, so 55, it's pretty close, and yeah, so hopefully the message resonates with you also. But I feel like exciting new beginnings. Now, I may be switching, but I get the image of like a lawnmower breaking. Like I can't get my lawnmower to start all of a sudden, I want to say. And it's one of those pull starters too. So it's one of those kind of lawnmowers. Either that or the person that I'm with, who the name Peter just popped in really strong also. So I think that's going to be an important name in this connection as well. That may be the person's name that's trying to come through. But in any regards, yeah, he may have done a lot of yard work, a lot of handiwork, I want to say also. But I definitely feel like he's around you. I definitely feel like he's here. Um, with my book, your book coming out next year, and my brother had a chest problem. He has a dog with him. That may be your message also, especially if you're able to take the other messages as well. So Rob's saying, me, my dad is Sam. My husband passed with ulnar embolism. My husband's uncle Don passed. My sister Susan here, just diagnosed with dementia. So I think your family's come through before, um, and so I feel like they're not disappointing in coming through again, and you're welcome for that also. New beginning with your new book. Congratulations on that also. That's awesome. Um, okay. I'm just taking a moment. So if anybody was at a viewing very recently, I may be coming to you because it kind of showed me, like the viewings, like you go into the funeral home or the church, and you view the embalmed, spirit that passed on. I'm seeing a male figure now. Again, the name Peter just popped in again, also, so that may be connected to this energy. Um, so let me see what else they can show me. I feel like there's a strong military connection around me with the spirit that's here. Um, there must be a female energy also, because I feel like you would have like a mom's or grandma's earrings, and they look like they have emerald or some green in them also, from what I'm being shown. They're showing me the number 33 as well. I mean, that might be an age or March 3rd or an address or an important number where I'm going. Now, this is a different connection, and I'm kind of losing track of where I am. So Dana, yes. Uh, so you may understand me maybe. And I think you're saying yes to being at a viewing recently. Home, and I'm familiar with a Peter. Yes, I see the number 33. Cool for you, but this would be a viewing of a body actually. But not the rest. Oh, I see. So references. No, I don't think it's reference to Saint Peter. Let me get more from this energy. Okay, just clearing my mind a second. Oh, this would be definitely being at a viewing very recently. They keep wanting to show me that. I want to say it's interesting. I don't know if I said a male earlier, but I'm seeing a female. So I think they're trying to be a little bit more specific. No, is it a reference to a big white hat? I don't think it's a reference to St. Peter. No. Donna was at a wake tonight. I may be coming into your energy, so let me see if I can get more information. That spear may be coming through. Now it's interesting because I feel like that there's a brother figure. I mean, I don't. Hopefully, you don't have a brother that passed, but his wife died 4 months earlier. Was at and Mike Moon was at a memorial recently. But this would be a wake. That's what they're showing me, a wake. Thank you. That's the name for it. Um, so, oh, I see. So you were the wake for a male, Donna, but the wife passed 4 months before. I think that's what you're saying. This feels warm to me. This feels like your person. So I don't know if this is family or friend, honestly. Um, and Judy just buried her father. So a few of you can actually take this, but so it's kind of cool. But Nana's saying yes. So I feel like that I'm with you. So let me just see. Well, they show me a lot of like signs and synchronicities from the birds. So that's the first image that comes up in my mind. They show me somebody that's connected to the military that probably was decorated, or in other words, had honors for service or her service. But I feel like this is a male figure, I'm gonna say, and and I don't know if there's something about new patio furniture, outdoor furniture, finishing some work on the outside of the house, on the deck or that area. But I feel like I'm being shown that they popped the name John in my mind also. So that may be relevant. Yeah, it could be in the living or on the other side or both. But I feel like this is all going into the same person or the same energy. Oh, yeah. Thank you, CC 99. Thank you. And I don't know if this is making sense. There's a little bit of a delay, but I definitely feel like there's a male figure that's just expressing a lot of love and a lot of gratitude and just kind of thanking you for really being there for the family, I want to say, and being there for for people. So Judy's saying her son is John. So that could be yours also. But I think this is still with the same person. I think it's all with one person. And I feel like it's just their way of saying that they're okay. And I just caught on with what was happening because I feel like they show me the female because the female came for the male, basically. That would have been the person's wife. And they show me showering, almost like cleansing before he gets to on the other side. I feel like that there's a father figure that would have been waiting also, I want to say. And the interesting thing is they've shown me things that would represent like cleaning streets or street sweeping for some reason, or those kind of tools. So maybe that's been some of the work that's been going on also. And Donna's husband is John. Yeah, I think I knew that from way back when. So I don't know if anything else is resonating with you. I hope that it is, but I think this is all your message and everything. And Millie was patching her driveway today. Okay, very good. Um, so I'm just waiting to see if any of this other stuff is making sense. But in any event, lots of love from your people also. Okay. So just clearing my mind. Okay, thank you. A ramp was put in his front porch for his wheelchair. Now that could be what they're trying to show me in any event. So anyhow, so I'm going to move on to the next. So who else is coming through? No, I may still be with you, Donna. I feel like I want to get some more energy with that, with that spirit. I feel like he's talking about somebody younger in the living that goes through depression. I want to say, I think a younger male, um, maybe a son or a nephew figure to say hi to, or that's been going through a lot. I mean, if parents just passed, that would be understandable. Also show me a very strong teacher reference, I want to say as well. And so there may be teachers or people that do education or involved with education in the living. And Donna's saying possibly his son. So that'd be his way of saying hi to his son also, and letting everybody know that he's okay. And I feel like he just wants people to know that he passed on to the spirit world very peacefully. Um, they show me symbols to represent that. Um, and he may have been a little bit sedated before he passed on, or had a little bit of dementia, because I feel like he's saying it was a little bit hard. They're also talking about October. I don't know if it's the 10th day of the month, but suddenly the number 10 comes up also. So I think at the very least there's an October birthday or an anniversary that's important also. And sometimes they'll use birthdays or birth months to say hi to people also. So in any event, I'll pass on and share all that information there. And Michael's saying this is sounding like my father. Janae, you're 1010, yes. So I may be shifting over a little bit. October 27th, his grandson is marrying my daughter. So there's where the connection is, yes. Very good. So so lots of love there. Yeah, I feel like with 1010 for Beth also. Thank you. Yes. You have described my dad, etc., to a T. So I may maybe you'll also So that, again, sometimes when there's a lot of people, there could be a lot of overlaps also. So your dad had the beginning of dementia before he passed on. I feel like he's a good man, though. I want to say, well, like very strong. You're very much with you. I feel like you get a lot of your strength from him also. And vice versa. So, there's definitely a closeness and a bond there. And I feel like he does try to come and visit. And you probably have a lot of work that you're doing, or a lot on your plate, I want to say. And I don't know if he passed of anything connected to the head or the brain, or if that somehow connects in, with somebody in the living that's going, through those issues. And the word like weed or weeds popped up in my mind. And I think, it may just be about, doing a lot of work on the garden, or, weeding, or that he liked to do that, or you do, or something along those lines, I want to say. And it's very strong here. So what's Michael saying? Beginning of dimension. Very strong cancer. Oh, but he overcame the cancer. Yes, he did. He fell. Oh, okay. But he's definitely, around. He showed me a lot with like gifts. I want to say like gifts, wrapping gifts, that kind of a thing. And I don't know if he was in the military or like to hunt, but I do know the image of a rifle popped up in my mind. Unless I'm shifting gears and going to another spirit, but I do know that. But the whole idea with gifts, I believe, is just a way of saying that there's either an important reference around Christmas, or he passed around somebody's birthday, or that kind of a thing. And I feel like I'm supposed to say you're more intuitive than you believe, and sometimes you'll think that you feel his energy around, and then you may say, oh no, that's not him, or whatever. So definitely listen to those subtleties, I want to say. And a lot with music also. So I think that you have a very strong penchant for music, or certain types of music that are very important, or certain things that remind you of him. And maybe also to get, his birthday's tomorrow. Well, happy birthday. That's why he showed me the gifts. Okay. So happy birthday. What's tomorrow? The 22nd. Okay, very good. Yes, he's a Green Beret Special Force in Vietnam. Yeah, he's very proud of that. Absolutely. Yeah. And I was saying weed or weeds, Stephanie. So, again, there's a lot of piggybacking that's going on, or that's happening tonight. So, anyway, there's the validation about the father showing me the gifts. It's his birthday. So again, it's not, they like to say not that they're not just you've survived death, but they're still intelligent, they're still aware, and stuff like that. So very good. And feel like he's saying not to crash and burn. So I don't know if you tend to work really hard. I want to say also, but I feel like say don't crash and burn. So I think he has a sense of humor as well. And yeah, I feel like saying, things are coming along. We understand that things are challenging. I know you have I think a son it is that you need a little bit of special care and everything. So I feel like he's just saying, everything is lined up the way it's supposed to be, and that you're really starting to step up a lot more, and not that you didn't in the past. I mean, I think with your family, you were always there for them, but just, yeah, more on a spiritual level, I want to say. So I feel like his way of saying thank you to that as well. Uh, um, So I think this is all for Michael, and I feel like there's a mother figure on the other side too. I think that's would be your dad's mom, though. I mean, hopefully your mom's still living, but I feel like this is an older woman. There may be also an A name like Anne, Anna, or an AN name that's relevant. Um, um, and Michael saying, "Yes, I do. Outside of my high pressure job, my brother and I've been helping my mother sort of tons of things out. Yes, my eldest son has autism. That I knew. Yeah, I mean, some people I know that come on other live streams, so I knew that. I want everybody on the live stream to know, what's the right word? Integrity is important around here. Yeah. But the other stuff I didn't know, and I had a feeling your mom was living, because I feel like he wants to say hi to mom, understand that you're stepping it up for her. I want to say, and transparency. Okay, that's a good word. Um, um, and yeah, and I think that you kind of are taking over a lot of the work, maybe around the house, just because you're a good guy. I feel like that's what your dad's saying. You're a good guy, and something needs to be done. You'll do it basically, and then complain later. Maybe, or I'm just teasing, but I feel like he's around you. So what else do you have to say? I feel like he's encouraging you to do more with like crafty stuff, and I don't know if you do things like fixing things or making things, or if you like to do that, um like for pastimes or stuff like that. But he's showing me doing things more with like my hands and stuff like that. Um and uh um and yeah, writing. He said writing, question mark, that too. Yeah, I mean, that's crafty in its own way, and yeah, a lot of encouragement for that. um, but I almost feel more like creative in a different way. I don't know how to explain that, but I almost feel like that. But I feel like he's reiterating that you're very strong. And I don't know if you have apple trees, but he just showed me an image of an apple tree in my mind, I want to say. And um, and to take good care of yourself also, because you're so busy taking care of the world, apparently. Writing helps. Yeah, I mean, he could be trying to show me writing, and I just kind of missed the reference a little bit. I mean, I could understand that, but like I said, it almost feels like, fixing, making things, that kind of a thing. Yeah, but something that's more like hobby, pastime, that kind of a thing. If you have any free time. So let me move on to the next one. Again, he showed me the rifle again, so he's very proud of his service with the Green Berets and everything, and just wants to let you know that he's working. And also, if this works for your dad, also, well, you're probably getting um one of those Me Too's, or piggybacking, and and you too also. Yeah, all right. All these data points are lining up for you as well. So your person is definitely there as well, and you're most welcome. Most welcome. So let's see if we can get a couple more. And wow, I think, you know what, I think, I seriously think that your dad is really trying to get my attention, and come through, because that's exactly how they showed me that as target practice. Didn't really verbalize that, and everything. So Christine's saying definitely piggybacking. Yeah, they do that a lot on these live streams, just because there's a lot of people on, and I think that's good for everybody. And Chris is saying my husband had pains in his chest at the end. The big buff colored cat. He loved taking care of the lawn. Yeah, and I've done readings for Chris. Your husband always comes through. He's a frequent one to come through. He's very, very strong on the other side. So I'm sure he's getting a quick hello out also. Let me just take a quick little break, catch my breath for a second. Anybody going to Sedona soon or just been there? All of a sudden they pop Sedona in my mind. Somebody's saying 33 likes right now. If anybody else wants to like this video, maybe more people will see it. And saying she's exhausted watching it. Yeah, what you may not know is I've done some video work today. I've done 3 hours of readings today already. So yeah, it's been a busy kind of a day. And Stephanie's saying that I wish too. I want to get back there myself. I think somebody may be going soon. I want to say somebody that's on the live stream right now. I want to say. All right. So for you, it was writing. Okay, so I get that as well. And no, overseas, not Sedona. No, this is specifically Sedona. Tiffany grew up in that area. Go a few times a year. So Tiffany, I don't know if you have a father energy that passed also, but I feel like as I go into that somebody pops in. It may not be your dad. I do know that he was bald. I do feel like he's showing himself, and I do know that he was funny also. I want to say, and I don't know. He may have done like more like administrative type of work, and he's funny. And I feel like he's handy with things like staplers and paper clips and stuff like that. So I feel like there's that energy as well. So there's a lot of common. Yeah, I think so. Spirit mind families our inner core group, and I'll leave information about that also. Yeah, this may be for Tiffany, or this may be for somebody else. That's connected to Sedona. I'm glad, Tiffany, that you still have your dad. That's awesome. Um, This may be more for Donna if you're just looking that up. But a father figure could be a grandfather and uncle, so it's not literally a father. I know there's a bald man, and he showed me, he had hair on the side. It was like gray, and more of like a longer, angular face than a rounder face, I want to say, but a good sense of humor. Maybe a little bit, a little bit sarcastic with that. I have a feeling, Stephanie, your dad's with you. You're the one that's taking kind of everything right now. And hi, blindly inspired from Germany. Yes. So I feel like he's with you too, and maybe he's just acknowledging going, to Sedona. But I think this also goes to somebody else. Let me see if I can get. So I feel like there's a Robert, but I feel like he would go by Bobby or Bob. But Bobby feels right, I want to say, or that could be in the living, in terms of where I'm going, I want to say. Um, and Stephanie said I felt that good. So your dad is here. So I'm bouncing around a little bit, but let me just say what messages. So I'm just saying that I'm with you. I don't know if you write with your left hand at all, but he's showing writing with the left hand as well. That's a good, if you're right-handed, that's a good tool for opening intuition. And he's showing me riding a horse, I want to say also. So maybe it's just a reference of being around horses, I want to say, or being more around horses. And that you may be also, developing more and more with your healing abilities. Somebody saying my father is all Jew. I didn't even think about that, but he looks like a Jew. I'm Jewish or half Jewish anyway. Saying my father-in-law, that might fit also. So anyways, for all the fathers that can take that, messages, all the people that can take the fathers. Excellent. Yeah, and do one more. All of that Stephanie's saying. So she's got everything that we were saying. So she says that was the main father energy that was here, and I think the others were more like the piggybacks, at least in this last round of information. And Christina's talking about her father-in-law, so that might make sense with that. Healing Sedona, yes. So Stephanie understands. Oh, just so you guys see, she understands everything that her father's putting forth. So there's a younger gentleman here, and as soon as I step in, the word drugs comes right up. So I think this was probably an overdose or a drug-related passing, I want to say. Um, and I'm feeling a lot with this. I feel like there's a name like Kevin connected with this. Kevin, Ken, Evan, maybe, but I feel like there's a name that could be the person's name that's coming through, or it could be an important name around you or the family. It showed me three twice, so March 3rd, and there may be, a reference to March and a second reference to March, or second reference, to the third day of the month. I want to say this person had a lot of depression and anxiety, but I feel like he was also a star seed, I want to say, or had a strong connection to the spirit world and extraterrestrials while he was here, I want to say. Okay, so this is definitely your cousin if he passed at 33 from a drug overdose. It's definitely for you, Christina, which probably means that your father-in-law was also saying hi. Um, and so he just stepped through and wants to let everybody know that he's okay, and he's very much connected to the stars. And I feel like, and I don't know, Christine, if you're doing like a lot of research for something, you're learning a lot of new things. But I feel like you say knowledge is power, and to do that, and this is probably a metaphor, but I got this image of the Wild West, I want to say, like rodeos, horseback riding, or stuff like that. And as I'm saying, I feel like he's laughing, saying, "Yeah, she's a wild one." Maybe not literally like I'm describing, but I feel like your cousin really, looks up to you a lot also, and he's with you, and I feel like you've signed, or you've been getting messages, or you've been getting feelings from him, I want to say, and it's just his way of just saying, "Yep, I'm here and I'm with you," um and researching to learn. Yeah, well, I feel like he's talking about you doing a lot of research to learn, and yeah, so perhaps you are one of those that are starting a new process of awakening, I want to say. Now, I don't know if you found that you become sensitive to foods or stuff like that, or stuff that you're getting more empathic. By the way, the well, you're a K name. I mean, if you can take Kevin, I may have been getting the name a little bit off, and just the fact that you're a K name, might be it. But for some reason, that popped in, around your cousin's energy, I want to say. But getting back to that, yeah, something with being very connected to the stars, very connected to extraterrestrials and stuff like that, I want to say. Um, he's also showing like this thing with hands, I want to say. So I think it's a way of saying that you're a natural healer, and you may have had experience of just kind of, laying on of hands, and then the person just feeling a lot better. Or so I think there's a lot of development and growth that's going to be happening, that is happening, that's likely to happen. And I feel like he's saying, just trust your instincts, trust your intuition. And he kind of shows me around, not necessarily Sedona, but the desert, I want to say. So I feel like Arizona, California may be now, or may become important places for you. Um, he may be hiding things on you, especially if you've been misplacing things a lot lately. I'm to say as well. I feel like you're saying, you like a lot of people that you're looking for direction, but you don't have to look any farther than within. And the name Adam comes up, other than that being my name. So that might be a name connected to your cousin also, or a very similar A name. I want to say California is where he passed, so that's why he showed me that. And you're and your uncle Kevin, who died young, not overdose, but tragically. So I think your cousin is with Kevin. So, so what this is telling me for you, Aaron, is that Kevin helped your cousin to come through. That's why I got that name so strong. I got that name first, yeah, and he got in trouble with Adam. Thank you very much. So not with me though, not this Adam, a different Adam that he got in trouble with. So he's very much with you, and he's just showing basically, the challenge now is just follow through. So I don't know if you've been having, good ideas and stuff like that, but you're having a little bit of a hard time with follow through. But I feel like saying, but it's not your fault. And he also throws an F name in my mind. It may be Frank or Francis, but a name like that pops up in my mind also. And and I feel like your cousin has a good sense of humor also. And I feel like he's been traveling a lot through the dimensions since he's been on the other side. And even though it's a tragic overdose or whatever, he feels like he's still an advanced soul, even though he had some problems being in his body, I want to say. Um, there's something about being a man or something like that. I don't know, but something he may have had just a hard time when he grew up being a man or something like that. Um, and I think that's all for you, Christina. I want to say, and I feel like he's with you also. And I feel like there's a lot of photos. I want to say, just got this image of like a big, you know, folder style book that's just got lots of photos, lots of photos. These must be older photos, I want to say, as well. Um, so lots of love from your cousin, and see if we can get one more in. Um, so I've got a female with me. She's showing herself in pajamas, curiously. Now this would have been a somewhat larger lady, at least for part of her life, because there's a fair amount of weight on her, I want to say. And then she's saying, yes, sugar issues. So there may have been diabetes associated with this person. Very sweet energy, but can be a little bit caustic sometimes as well. I think I don't know if it's Sharon or Cheryl, but there's an SH name connected with her, either her name or who's here in the living. Uh, and it's just a validation on the last message. It's very hard to follow through on anything right now. He never grew up to, well, that's why he's saying it was hard for him to be a man. That was his message. That's why he acted like a teenager. It's just hard for him to be a man. So you understand that. So very good. So let me see if I can get back to this female figure, because I feel like she wants to let people know that she's okay. The number 3 pops up in my mind. There may have been like a passing 3 months ago, because I almost feel like it's a timing element. I want to say, so Dammy understands this. So the person who's coming through, and her name is Mrs. Gladys. Okay, Mrs. Gladys, and her daughter Sharon. So I feel like she just wants to get a quick message out to her daughter to let her know that she's okay, and that she survived what we call death, I want to say. And I feel like she's telling you to practice patience. In other words, perhaps that you have a lot of stuff that's going on that requires a lot of patience, I want to say. So so Beth, this may be for you also. Again, we may have a couple of takers, but Cheryl, Sharon, and your aunt literally had diabetes, was on the larger side. So so Beth, why this I resonate with you a lot with this. But Tammy, keep listening. But I resonate with you a lot with this. I'm also feeling a lot of like fluid feeling in my lungs. So there may have been some, breathing issues like congestive heart failure or COPD or something along those lines. But I definitely feel like she's here. she talked, the expression ill-tempered comes up in my mind. So she may have not always held their temper well, or either that, or she's talking about somebody in the living that doesn't hold their temper too well. But she's kind of giving me that. I think she's talking about herself. But I feel like she's a good lady though. So not to mistake that. And she's coming in and she's saying, I'm intuitive. I could pick up on the spirits also when I was here. And she's making a point to say that. And she showed me a lot of pennies. And that's a very common sign from the other side, the expression pennies from heaven. So she's showing me that. So I think, either her daughter or people are thinking about her and finding coins, I want to say. And there may be somebody that has a lot of dogs or smaller dogs, or a dog that had puppies or stuff like that. You're saying that I froze, Janae? It may be my Wi-Fi is going out because I see myself. It doesn't look like I'm frozen on my end anyway. So I don't know if anybody else has seen me frozen. But this is my last one anyway, because otherwise I'll turn into a pumpkin. But in any event, so hopefully you guys still see me. Not frozen. Okay, Christine's saying not frozen. All right. Yeah, and yeah, I'm fine here. No. Okay. And Beth's saying she always had dogs. I can see you. Okay. So she's with her dogs, just to let you know. And I feel like very proud of you, very proud of the people that she loves. Again, if she's a little bit ill-tempered, well, we all have our issues, right? She may be talking about the living. Sometimes it's hard for me to discern if she's talking about herself or somebody here, like her daughter Sharon. No, this one's Cheryl. Sharon was the other one. Okay. But again, very, very lovely person, very strong. She kind of gives me the feeling like the type that's going to help people, that's going to be there. And I've seen a lot of papers also. I don't know if she or you're a teacher, that has papers and grading them, and maybe for younger children, because I'm seeing artwork from younger elementary school age, unless I switched again. And there may be also an Anne and Anna and Annie, but in any event, Beth is saying yes, she was. I think she's saying yes, she was ill-tempered, because she kind of jokes about it. Oh, she was a bookkeeper. Okay, thank you. Not school papers. She's a bookkeeper. So that's why she's showing me that. So she's very aware. She's very much with you. And I don't know if you need some minor repairs, but she's talking about a handyman or somebody in the living who's handy that may be able to help out. I want to say something with the door hinge, but I think there may be something that kind of needs repairs. And she also brings the name Katie or Kate or Caitlin into my mind also. That may be a say hello. But I feel like this is all with the same person. And something, and she's saying babies and pluralizing that. So there may be some little ones in the family, some now, some coming, or someone that works with babies, or she just calls like the young children babies. She's talking about babies, I want to say as well. And that's basically what I'm getting. So lots of love from her. I feel like the main thing, because is to let you know that she's fine, and I feel like that there's a male figure that I don't know if her husband predeceased her, but this feels like a husband or an ex-husband figure, but somebody she's with that she's very close to now, although there may have been some issues in life, I want to say. So, if you understand that's the person that she's with right now. And then she showed me hammering, so maybe he was the handyman. I don't know, but in any event, and that's the same babies in the family. See, so you're understanding this. So I think you said she was your aunt, but I forgot what the relationship was. But she's very much here, very much with you, and sending you a lot of love. And that's what I'm getting. Yeah, the my Joni's talking about the light is dim. That's how the webcam is, or not the webcam, the built-in camera. It said I'm having trouble with my camera app. That's why I don't have the good camera with me. And yes, that makes sense. He was very much a handyman. Yes, and okay, so that's who he's with. She's with on the other side. So that's what I've got for you. So I'm going to sign off. We're going to do, next one's going to be around Halloween, of course, around Samhain. And so we'll do messages then. A couple of quick announcements. If you guys want to develop in your mediumship abilities, we're just doing a mediumship class, a 5-part, 10-hour class on developing beginner to intermediate mediumship. Connecting, getting messages from your loved ones or for other people, as well as trance mediumship, or also called channeling, and healing. So we're starting a class on that very soon, and very good. So that may have been a quick hello from your Sharon. Also, I know I flashed that really, really quickly. And you're welcome, Christine. You're welcome, everybody. Love you. I'm going to end now. Oh, other announcements. Well, we have a video that's on the Medium channel now. If you want to hop over to that for the predictions, psychic predictions for autumn 2023 and channel messages. So we have that, and 2 autumn equinox events. We're going to do frequency channeling with the master teacher tomorrow to reset your energy field for the autumn season, for the dark season. And that's going to be very powerful. And this is going to be an autumn like no other, because it's the next level of awakening. So they want to prepare our bodies, our nervous system, and our energetic bodies for these higher frequencies that we can ascend and grow during this very powerful autumn season. So we're going to do the transmission 8 p.m. tomorrow here on the Medium channel. Then Saturday morning at 11, hopefully Elaine Malloy is going to do her transmission from Ireland for that. All right. I'm heading on out. Love you all. Thanks again.